What's up, peeps? Julian Williams here with the distance. I have a video for you guys this evening. Pretty much, this is actually a post-fight to Adrian Broner versus Antonio Demarco. So I know I'm late. Better late than never. Never late is better. But just overall, it was a good fight for Adrian Broner. He's definitely turning heads at this point. Fighting at 135 pounds. I think that he does have the skill. He does have the overall skill set to be the number one guy at 135. He does have fast hands. He's smart and athletic and young. So all those combinations together, is a lethal combination for any opponent that faces Adrian Broner. So I did not do a prediction for this fight. I wanted to, didn't have time. But I guess the strategy was stand in front of Demarco all night, fight in the pocket, trade. I mean, not necessarily trade with him, but counter his shots. Because neither one of them are really combination punches. They only throw when they see an opening. And Demarco, who's a right-handed southpaw that has power in both hands, usually throws single shots. And I thought that he would use more of his size and his jab. They both have the same amount of reach, but he has longer legs, so he can use that jab and try to step around Broner. That would have been a decent game plan for Demarco. But Demarco's always had trouble with fighters whose hands are faster than his, because he's slow. His hands are slow, and he telegraphs his left hand. And an opponent with quick hands can exploit that right away, and that's what Broner was able to do. He was catching him with left hands inside the pocket, right hands inside the pocket, and had Demarco stand there trading with him. And when you fight a guy who can fight, in the pocket, then that's what's going to tend to happen. You're fighting the fight that he wants to fight. So I thought that DeMarco should use his legs more. And also, it just wasn't the best game plan to just try to stand and trade with Broner, because Broner's not the type of fighter. He's too elusive to, just go punch for punch with, or try to go punch for punch with. And DeMarco had his moments, but the problem with DeMarco is he just wasn't using his size. He was throwing single shots. He wasn't fighting behind that jab and just stepping around him. He was standing in front of him. And Broner was able to go in and catch him with punches inside, the white punches that he was throwing, right inside the pocket. And, DeMarco can't fight off the back foot, so he couldn't take that step back and then move over. He just fights laterally. He's tall, and what he does, he's very, I would say, more so mechanical or more robotic than anything else, because usually it's the same punches from DeMarco. It's a single shot, and most of the time the shot is either a jab or a left hand, because he's looking to stand tall and throw that left hand. And it just wasn't there for him that night. Broner was quicker than him, and it just took the fight to him, right near the inside. And just DeMarco should have just fought tall. He's 5'10". Broner's about 5'7", 5'8". So I thought that would be a key factor for him in this fight. But Broner did what I would say to doing a prediction video. He stood in front of him, beat him to the punch, because DeMarco's always had trouble with fighters that were quicker than him. But a lot of the time he goes in, he's able to adjust a little bit or warm up a little bit, and in this fight he wasn't given that opportunity. Broner was in his face the entire fight, catching him with counter shots and just banging him on the inside. That didn't even come out right. So it's overall a great fight for Adrian Broner. There's a lot of fighters. There's some fighters out at 135 I'd like to see him against. I would love to see him fight, Ricky Burns. That might not even happen. I don't know if HBO would bring him to the United States just for that fight. There's Miguel Vasquez. That's a good fight. Vasquez is a veteran. He's the IBF champion. That's just another decent fight to have. Marquez, if he defeats Pacquiao next month, would be a decent fight, or even a move to 140. Just overall, a move to 140 would be a decent move. So it's overall, the opportunity is unlimited for Adrian Broner. On the other hand, DeMarco is going to definitely, once again, is going to have to go to square one. Like after the Valero fight, he has to go back to square one. And he has to build himself up in the ranks. And once again, I don't think there's a rematch clause for this fight. Shouldn't be one, as basically as one-sided as it was. But just overall, good fight for Adrian Broner. But anyway, peace. I'm out of here. That was The Distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.